Hi, Taurus, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. This is for November 11th through November 10th, 2019. I'm going to start by pulling a card for overall energy, and I do want to apologize for not uploading weeklies last week. I just got back from vacation, and I am in the process of moving. So, Taurus, we are under the full effect of Mercury retrograde right now. It's a powerful one. Let's take a look at your overall energy. Ooh, okay, there we go. Ooh. And how that might be impacting you. Okay, so we have the destroying angel. Taurus, this week, you are definitely empowered to cut off anything that is holding you back, holding you down, that's toxic in your life, like this just deep realization of everything around you or choices that you're making, relationships you participate in that are toxic and not good for you. It's almost like, wow, and look at, as I'm saying that, and I didn't even realize that we have the two masks here, like you're metamorphosing into like something else, and in that space your mind really is changing about somebody, a situation, a feeling, an idea, a belief you've had. I don't know, Aries, I'm about to call you Aries. Taurus, maybe it could involve an Aries with this fire energy here, or maybe the strong energy and empowerment of the Aries is coming into Taurus, and that's and I mean, you guys are pretty strong and empowered, but this is a different vibe, Taurus, that I'm feeling. You guys are like taking names. I almost want to say savage, but it's not like in a mean, negative, deceitful. It's more like, no, you take advantage of me, or no, I'm no longer going to think low of myself like this. It's such like a set in stone. And like there's no changing your mind once you make that flip. Oh, it's deep. So let's pull some more. And with destroying angel, that's what I mean. Like you ready to destroy anything and everything that is toxic to you and your situation, whether it's your own thoughts, behaviors, beliefs, actions, or that of situations or other people. You're done with it, Taurus. And the strength that you have, it's like not typically, it's not to say you're a weak person by any means, but your emotions don't hold you back. If you feel emotionally connected to somebody, or you're somebody who likes to be very polite and just never, say things that are hurtful on any level, it's like none of that matters to you this week. It's like what needs to be said is going to be said, and that's just the way it is. And you don't feel guilt or shame or any sort of reluctance. It's like, no, this is the truth. This is what it is. And I'm just going to say it because it needs to be said. Or I'm walking away from you or this situation because, it's BS. It's deceitful. It takes from me, whatever it is, Taurus. So, wow, you guys are on fire this week. Let's pull another card here. All right, so you guys got Dharma, and if you want to pause the video and read this, you may. I already know what all these say, so if you want to read that, feel free, but I'm going to flip this over, and Dharma, Taurus, this right here, what's happening this week is part of your destiny, part of your life journey, okay? And so where you are feeling really compelled to break free of something, that's your own soul guiding you, leading you, and that's why it feels so powerfully strong. It's like, this must happen. This must change now. It could be you've ended a cycle, you've completed a life lesson, you've completed some karmic contracts. It's different for all of you, but this powerful energy of like destruction, and right now we're in Scorpio season. That's what the 8th house energy is all about, like that major transformation, the phoenix rising from the ashes. And so boom, here you guys are. Mercury is retrograding through Scorpio. We're in Scorpio season. And we're about to have your full moon, Taurus, in the middle of November. So this is a very empowering time for you, and where you are feeling so strongly like this has got to end, or I've got to go a different way. That's your truth. That's your soul saying, okay, this way, do this, let's go this way. It's like your destiny. Ooh, Taurus. These are deep readings for this week. Aries was pretty deep too. I didn't really expect that, but you know, it is what it is. So let's pull some more cards. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the Page. Here's the Knight. So you got the Page and the Knight of Pentacles. Taurus. Now we have the Page of Wands. Ooh, the King of Cups. You've got nothing but people coming through. Let's see what's next. Okay, so now we finally got a minor arcana. We've got the Nine of Wands. And last out is Temperance. Okay, Taurus. I think a lot of this destroying angel has to do with different relationships and connections in your life more than anything else. I mean, you have 4 people that have come through. We could have potential earth signs here, so a fellow Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. You know, we could have fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and I did slip up with Aries at the beginning, so there you go. And then King of Cups, which would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The only energy that didn't come through is air energy, okay? So Taurus, all of this, the different relationships and connections in your life that you've been, you know, contemplating ending or putting distance and separating yourself, now you feel empowered to do so. And you know, Spirit just reminded me last year around this time, like when we had our last Mercury retrograde for the year, I totally get this energy now. There was certain situations, relationships in my life that I felt like I needed to separate myself from, but I didn't at any point prior feel like I had the emotional strength or the courage, or am I just stupid? Am I just being emotional right now? And then boom, I ended like 5 different connections in my life, and a year later, Taurus, I'm happier for it, and I understand why it needed to happen. And so for you guys, that's totally the energy here. There are certain connections more than anything else, because so many people have come through that you really got to distance yourself from or just end entirely because they're not conducive for you. In fact, we have one king energy here. The rest is like Page or Knight, which is a less mature energy than you, okay? Just in the context of this reading, the way I'm feeling it, like it's not in alignment with you and who you are. It's a less mature, less grown energy, and that's not a bad thing whatsoever. It's just you here with Dharma, like you're on a different stream of energy, of vibration, spiritually, because of your own life journey, which you came here to do at a soul level, like why you are here. And so these people, these connections played a role in your path up to this point, and now you're changing and you're moving on to something else. And so these connections cannot go with you. They're just not in alignment with you, is the best way to put it. And the way that plays out is obviously different for each and every one of you, but they stress you out and don't allow you to be in a place of like balance where you can properly temper yourself. And now that's why this really powerful energy is coming in to assist you, to give you the emotional and mental strength to you know, separate or completely end some of these connections. And with the king sitting here, this one right here is the one that feels like it's the strongest connection that you have, maybe has the most history to it, but I don't see anything here about like reconciliation. No, this is more you, where you're like, you've got to go, you've got to get out of my space, out of my life, because it really pulls you down. I mean, the Nine of Wands, and again, it's not like that these are bad people. They were part of your life journey up to this point, your Dharma, but not anymore. You're moving on to bigger and better things. So Taurus, let's pull a blessing for the week that's coming your way. A blessing for support. Yay! Love it. That's why this stuff needs to go, Taurus. They don't support you. They don't love you the way that you need, the way that you give, okay? And if you're a cross watcher and you're like, that's not the Taurus I know, then I'm telling you, your Taurus ain't up in this reading, because the energy that I'm picking up on is somebody who has really put up with a lot from a lot of people, and just, you know, trying to be PC, trying to preserve relationships, trying to be sensitive to people's feelings, wants, and needs. And now it's just, it's too much. And these are more self-serving connections. And you, Taurus, you have the emotional and mental strength now to see it for what it is and put separation there, which allows a balance and restoration within you. You have a lot of support from the non-physical realm, but also with this, there's other people in your life where your connections are actually going to start growing stronger because they're part of your new path forward, okay? So, Taurus, those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.